Imagine waking up tomorrow and suddenly realizing that almost everything you were taught about money was incomplete. Not necessarily wrong, but incomplete. The rules most people follow their entire lives were never actually designed to make them rich. They were designed to make life stable, predictable, and safe. But stability and wealth are not the same thing. And this quiet misunderstanding is one of the biggest reasons most people never become rich. From childhood, the message is very clear. Study hard, get good grades, find a stable job, work consistently, save some money, retire someday. This path sounds responsible, and in many ways it is. But there is one fundamental problem hidden inside it. This system teaches people to trade their time for money, and time is the most limited resource any human has. Think about it carefully. If your income depends entirely on the hours you work, then your financial potential will always have a ceiling. You can work longer hours, you can push yourself harder, you can chase promotions, but there will always be a limit because time itself is limited. Wealthy people eventually realize something very different. They stop asking how to earn more per hour and start asking how to earn even when they are not working. This is where the concept of assets enters the picture. An asset is something that continues producing value without requiring your constant attention. Businesses, investments, intellectual property, and certain types of real estate can all function this way. While most people are trained to become workers inside a system, wealthy individuals often focus on building or owning parts of the system itself. Another reason many people never become rich is the misunderstanding of saving. Saving money is important, it creates security and discipline, but saving alone rarely creates wealth. Inflation quietly erodes the value of money over time. What money could buy years ago slowly becomes more expensive. If savings simply sit still, their power gradually weakens. This is why investing becomes essential. Investing allows money to grow and compound over long periods. Compounding is one of the most powerful forces in finance, yet many people underestimate it because its effects appear slowly at first. Small investments may seem insignificant in the beginning, but over time they can grow into something far larger than expected. Unfortunately, many people delay investing because they believe they need large amounts of money to begin. The truth is that the habit of investing matters more than the amount at the start. Consistency often beats intensity when it comes to long-term financial growth. There is also a psychological barrier that prevents many people from building wealth. Fear. Not dramatic fear, but subtle everyday fear. Fear of losing money, fear of making the wrong decision, fear of looking foolish. Society often punishes financial mistakes harshly, so people learn to avoid risk entirely. But avoiding all risk can also mean avoiding opportunity. Every investment carries uncertainty, yet calculated risk is how wealth is often built. Wealthy investors understand that losses are part of the process. Instead of fearing mistakes, they treat them as information. Each experience sharpens judgment and improves future decisions. Most people never reach this stage because they never begin. Another powerful force that keeps people from becoming rich is lifestyle inflation. As income increases, spending quietly expands to match it. A slightly nicer home, a slightly more expensive car, more entertainment, more subscriptions. None of these things seem dangerous individually, but together they consume the financial space that could have been used for investing. Wealth is often built in the gap between income and expenses. When that gap disappears, financial progress slows down dramatically. Some of the wealthiest individuals maintain surprisingly modest lifestyles during the early stages of their journey. They prioritize ownership and investment over visible consumption. This discipline allows their money to multiply instead of constantly disappearing. Environment also plays a huge role in financial outcomes. Human beings naturally adopt the habits and beliefs of the people around them. If everyone in your environment believes wealth is impossible or reserved for a lucky minority, that belief quietly shapes your expectations. Expectations influence decisions, and decisions shape long-term results. On the other hand, spending time around people who discuss business ideas, investments, and opportunities can completely shift the way someone thinks about money. Exposure expands imagination. Suddenly, possibilities that once felt unrealistic begin to feel achievable. Another misunderstood concept is the difference between income and wealth. Many people assume that a high income automatically leads to wealth, but income and wealth are not the same thing. Income is the money you receive from work or activity. Wealth is what remains and continues growing over time. Someone with a large salary but extremely high expenses may accumulate very little real wealth. Meanwhile, someone with moderate income but disciplined investing habits may build substantial financial security over the years. The difference lies in financial behavior rather than income alone. Patience is another rare but critical ingredient. Modern culture encourages instant gratification. People expect quick results, quick success, quick profits. But wealth building is often a slow process. Investments grow gradually. Businesses take time to develop. Skills compound over years of learning and practice. Many people quit too early because the progress seems invisible at first. Yet the most dramatic financial growth usually appears later after years of consistent effort. Perhaps the deepest misunderstanding about wealth is how people define it. Many imagine wealth as visible luxury, expensive watches, luxury cars, giant houses, and glamorous lifestyles. But true wealth is often invisible. True wealth is freedom. Freedom to choose how to spend your time, freedom to pursue meaningful work rather than purely necessary work, freedom to make decisions without constant financial pressure. Ironically, many wealthy individuals focus less on displaying money and more on protecting and growing it. They understand that money is not a symbol of status, but a powerful tool. When used wisely, that tool creates opportunities, security, and independence. The good news is that financial thinking can change. Anyone can begin learning how money truly works. Anyone can study investing, economics, and financial psychology. Anyone can start building assets slowly over time. The process may feel slow in the beginning, but every step compounds into the future. Small decisions repeated consistently can transform financial outcomes over the long term. The moment someone starts questioning the traditional rules about money is often the moment their financial journey truly begins. Because wealth is rarely about luck alone. It is about awareness, discipline, patience, and a willingness to think differently from the crowd. If you enjoyed this video and want to discover more secrets about money, investing, and financial freedom, make sure to like this video, share it with someone who might need to hear this message, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss future videos. And if you want to keep learning right now, check out the other videos on this channel where we break down powerful financial ideas and stories that can completely change the way you think about money.